Alright, here we go. Hello and welcome to the weekly painting of the week group, the collective paint gazing session for, let's see, it's April 2nd, so this one's going to be for the week of April 4th, 3rd or 4th. Anyway, whatever the dates are, it's for next week. That's about the extent of my ability today. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Good to see you. Whew. All right. Having a nice Saturday? Rusty, hi. Hello, I am. I'm doing well. Thank you. Oops, just spilled coffee on myself. Still good. I'm having a severe cases of WWID syndrome. Like, what was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? Why am I in here? Yesterday I was on the phone with my mom and I was, having a conversation, but I was also like doing some of my cooking, and I made some kimchi and I had separated it into jars. And so I was carrying around these jars and I was in the kitchen, and then I'm talking on the phone, phone up to my ear, arms full of jars of kimchi. And next thing I know, I'm upstairs, like in my bedroom going, why am I in my room with these jars of kimchi? What am I doing in here? Why am I in here? I had left the kitchen and walked through my house and up the stairs and into my bedroom because I was going to turn from my countertop to my refrigerator and put them in the refrigerator. But instead I went to my room. So that's where I'm at. I do too. I love kimchi. Yeah. My kimchi's more like, I'd probably call it a spicy cucumber salad. It's like cucumber kimchi. But, it's delicious. You went to the theater. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Wow. What a nice day, huh? Well, I'm glad that the timing is right for you to be here for the live too. Thank you for being here. All right. So I'm kind of debating. I think I might do the giveaway first. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's see if I can. You put it in your diary? Oh, that's so cool. All right, so there's the Wheel of Names. And so this is the painting from last week. If you remember the little book and the little axolotl and the octo woman and her basket of goodies. I hope you had a good week last week and you figured out what your secret ingredient is. Yeah. Did you figure out your secret ingredient for happiness? Did you drink lots of water and take good care of yourself? I hope so. Crucible. That's the word I was trying to find last week that I couldn't. Crucible. Big old sugar cube next to this. I don't know. Yeah, so this is the one. This is what we're gonna give this one away. So on the wheel are members of the Ko-fi community. Thank you so much to everyone who's become a member. I really, really appreciate it. If you're just tuning in or you're not familiar with Ko-fi, it's just like Patreon or one of those, except they don't charge me fees like Patreon does, so that's why I switched. I like them better. If you're a creator and you're looking for a place, I highly recommend Ko-fi. So these are all the members that are signed up, and I've got them on the wheel here. So what I'm going to do is just click a button in a second, and this original painting will go out to that person. So if you want to get, so I do this every week. If you want to get on the wheel for next week, there's a link in my bio. So without further ado, let's see who wins. And the winner is Becky! Finally, Becky! Becky's been wanting to win. Well, I hope that she shows up today. That's great. If you see her, make sure you let her know. Congratulations to Becky. And thank you to everyone so much for your continued support. That's fun. So yeah, remind me if you see her pop in. Hopefully she'll be able to make it today. All right, so that's so fun. That's a good way to start. I was doing it at the end, and then I was like, no, let's start out with giving stuff away. It's fun. All right, so what kind of stuff is on your mind for this week ahead? And thank you for everyone. If you tap the screen or share the like, and every little comment, every share, every tap into the screen, they all help me so much, and I really appreciate that. So I just wanted to say that up front. So what's on your mind this week? What are you thinking about? What kind of intentions can we put into this painting and talk about at the end? What do you want to know about? So I'm setting the intention just kind of, what do we need to know for the week ahead? What can we call upon? And as you're thinking about that, if you'd like to pick a color, just pick a number between 1 and 36, and that will be our colors for the background. So 1 per person, and I'm going to lock that. There we go. Numbers 1 to 36. 26, you got it. Hey, Shelly, number 4. Nice. 29. I just got a huge new pack of labels for my paints, and I don't know where I put them. It's like enough of them to last me for 2 years, and I don't know what I did with them. 18, okay. Ooh, purple. I really like that name. I'm just doing my best talk. That's how I feel. I'm just showing up, I'm just showing up here. All right, so if anybody's just tuning in, you can choose a color by choosing a number between 1 and 36. Oh, do you like purple? Yay, I'm so happy to hear that. It's so funny. It amazes me how many times people say, hey, do you have like green or orange or whatever? And then I'm like, no, you gotta pick a number. And they pick a number and it's the color that they were asking for. It's so wild. So the numbers go from 1 to 36. Hey, Lolo. How are you today? How was your Saturday? Were you wanting red? You got it too. This is yours, right? Nice. Which red did you get? You got the flag red. Which Doing good, doing good. I'm excited to be here to make some art, see what we need to know for the week ahead. You bet. So 23. I'm gonna get a little grounded there, some brown. That's perfect with those. It's a nice chocolatey coffee color. What do we got? Brown oxide. The names always crack me up. I love paint names. It just is funny. I don't know why. I like going to paint stores and like reading the names because there's so many that it's like titling my artwork. Like once I got up to like in the thousands, I just started having to just make shit up and use it again. Are you feeling grounded today? Nice. Yeah. Emelita, hello. Did you pick a color? I don't know if I saw one from you. You can pick so anybody who's just tuning in, if you want to pick a color, just pick a, sorry, I got distracted. I can't talk and read. The paint namer job. I was confused. What interrupted me was the word set. I had to translate that in my head because it was missing the N, or said, or whatever. So we're picking the colors to become the background of this painting. If you're new to my work, I'm an intuitive artist, so I'm going to put a big blob of color here, and we're going to paint what we see in it. This is the one that I created last week. And then what I do is after the painting is completed, then I read it, kind of like the way that you would read an oracle card spread or tarot spread or whatever. And then we get insights for the week ahead. And then the original painting gets given away. So this one, we have a winner for this one. I just did the drawing for it. And I picked the winners out of my Ko-fi members. So people who support me on Ko-fi get discounts and get on their readings and stuff like that. Yeah. So number 8. There we go. So I'm just giving time for people to gather and pick some colors. So if you haven't picked a color yet, you are welcome to pick a color. The way that you pick a color is by picking a number. They go from 1 to 36. And the reason that they have numbers, because I do private readings, and that's how I have people pick. Yeah, is that meaningful to you? This is a beautiful, yeah. All right, number 10. Okay. Where's 10? Ooh, that's a nice one. I just added this one in. Yellow ochre. That's what I used as the base of the recent painting I did of the eyes, the windows to the soul. That's so cool. I love the number 8 too. That's my favorite number. 4 too. I don't know. Did anybody else have favorite numbers as like a little kid? Mine were 4 and 7. Oh, is that like the color of her hair? That's awesome. My hair's kind of like that too. Kind of the color of my hair. 33. Where are you, 33? You're hiding. I think the label might have fallen off. There's a couple labels stuck. Well, I'm gonna grab this one because I think this is what it was. There we go. And let's see. 8 was your husband's and 16. Oh, you're like double lucky, huh? Oh my gosh. So want to see something amazing? Look what 16 is. So I just had to add it in. Usually it's 1 per person, but look at that. Look at that. That's so wild. What was under here? I switched these so they've got, what was that? That was 36. Once upon a time, that was 36. That's so funny. Hey, Teal. How's it going? You want to pick a color? I think we're almost ready. This is 33, so those are the ones that are chosen so far. So if anyone's just tuning in, last call for numbers. They go between 1 and 36. I have a feeling I know which number Teal's gonna pick, but I was wrong. Okay, she got some green today. How you feeling? And 14, some yellow. Beautiful. Look at that bright green. It's great. I thought you were gonna pick 36. Because it's teal. Yeah. Okay. It does look like a Christmas tree, doesn't it? So here we go. Away we go, huh? So if anybody's just joining and you want to pick a color, go ahead and choose your number from 1 to 36. And I can add it in. As long as you got until I start to put plastic on. I have a feeling this one's going to have a lot of paint on it. Amy, hi, 27. All right. What is it? There it is. Pink, pink, pink. What is that? Pink polish. That's 27. Whoa. All right, we'll come back to 12. And 7. Hi, Lydia. Ooh. Sorry. Ooh. 8 and 16. And look. It's the messy one. Wee. So I'm just gonna say that already I can tell this coming week it's gonna probably show up pretty big. Very emotional, very oh, we gotta get this 12 out. Sorry. Yeah, chaotic. There we go. Okay. I don't know why that just reminded me of, like, I'm so sorry, but it made me think of, like, blowing a nose. Like, are we gonna take, like, a spiritual expectorant, I think? Okay. Oh, I'm having just the right amount of fun for sure. I know, I'm just silly. I had a very nice day today. Oh. Yeah, this is a messy one. Look at that. It's just one of the things that I always say if you've watched me for long enough is the white space on the outside, because usually it's like this one where there's white space on the edges, and I usually say that white space represents the non-physical realm. Well, the veil hasn't just lifted. It's like, oh man. So be prepared. Wow. So don't dismiss. So when the significance of that is, don't dismiss any messages, because they're just probably going to be coming through to you like crazy this week, if not already. Where's the moon at? It feels like a dark night. Is it a new moon yet? Feels like, because what I'm getting in my head as kind of a visual metaphor is like, when it's a really dark night and the stars are really bright. That rhymes. Wasn't intentional. Oh man, come on. Extra messy. Oh, it was a new moon yesterday. Ah, see? Yep. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. The way that it feels like. Yeah. So the intention with this painting is, what do we need to know for the week ahead? And one of the things to be aware of is that the illusion of separation won't be as strong. Which is great, because we'll feel our connection more. Charmed Gemini artist, hi. So I'm doing a paint-gazing session. It's a collective reading using paint, kind of like scrying or using our pareidolia. And I'm going to paint what I see, similar to like this one I do one every week for a reading. I do them for private readings too. So they all start out as a blob of paint, and then I paint what I see in them. And then at the end I analyze it using information from like the field of art therapy. I have a degree in art therapy and different sources. So right now I'm just creating the background and kind of feeling into the energy and just sharing. I have a rule that if it comes into my head, it comes out my mouth, and I don't qualify it. I just suspend judgment for as long as I can. I think we're good. I think that's pretty. See something hanging from a vine? Cool. Elmer the elephant. Oh, angels. Beautiful. I totally feel like slugs or something there, like a snail, or yeah. Feels gymnastic. What was that? Gymnastic, like there's a lot of figures jumping around. Cool. Yeah. Kids on a playground. I go live. Yeah, I'm live almost every day, usually working on soul portraits, but every Saturday is when I do these readings. So I'll go live, but I only do a reading once a week. Oh, a crying giraffe. You know what this blue reminds me of is like a blender. Or a mixing bowl, like an electric mixing bowl thingy. Oh, Margaret, I didn't catch Diva Talks. It's good to see you. I was thinking about you the other day. I hope you're doing well. Slugs, bugs, snails, and stuff. I love that. The brown, I love that brown because it's actually old. So the texture of the paint's kind of funky. This looks like a rhinoceros or some little like creature with a horn. Be kind of neat. Oh, there's a little like red heart or something down here. There's something it almost feels like, so there's like a fair-skinned person with like a tube top, yellow tube top, and like green pant with like a mask on or something. Narwhal, yeah. It does feel celebratory, like they're dancing, right? With like masks on and stuff, and like a festival. There's also like a volcano or something back here. So I'm just looking for an entry point. There's a lot going on, and I'm looking for one, like where do I start? Because that'll just take me wherever it needs to go. This one is just interesting to me. I'm really drawn there to like this horned mask or something I'm not sure. But I also see like a rooster or something up here. I don't know why, but like I said, when it comes into my head, it pops out my mouth. But the Popeyes logo is like a chicken that's also shaped like a stomach. Isn't that weird? Does anybody else find that odd? I mean, it's kind of brilliant also, but it really upsets me for some reason. Pink yeah, this one. This is the first thing, but I almost feel like, do I still have the shrimp one? Yeah, I still have that. I sometimes it takes me a while to get these in the mail to the winners. But remember this one? There's a little shrimp here. I feel like that's what this is a little shrimp. But it also feels like it's got tail feathers, like a bird or something. Alright, let's see. I also feel like there could be like a mushroom or a lamp. This does feel like a genie lamp, doesn't it? This feels like a shoe right here, or a sock with like a stitching. That really feels like like a boot or a shoe. So what's interesting is the shape over here draws me in, but this blue color just keeps grabbing my eye back over, like, no, wait, look at me. Alright, so I feel like this is where I'm going to start. Oh, thank you for the wishing bottle. That was cool. So which way are you seeing the hummingbird? Is it like sideways, like a hummingbird like this? Like I could see an eye and the beak going like that. I see another little bird right here, but like a parrot or something. All right. I think I know what's... Oh, dark blue. Interesting. Thanks so much for sharing and for all the likes and everything. It's so sweet. Alright, so I'm going to start on this character because I feel like there's like a fun mask. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can do some watercolor? Nice. Oh, Lexi, I was just thinking of you because I was looking at your antlers earlier and I'm like, oh, it kind of reminds me of the antlers that I was admiring earlier. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's up with antler theme. Was it you were doing a reindeer, I think, right? I wonder if that's what this person's mask is. You're doing paint gazing every day, Rusty? Oh, good for you. I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. Oh, I love that it reminds you of your grandma. It's like a deer dancing. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like she's holding like a tree branch or some sort of wood thing over here. Not sure what yet though. Or maybe it's like a horn. about it. Do it now. Do it now. Whoops. Sorry. I'm really clumsy today. What it is. Actually, I think I'm just clumsy every day, and then I only notice it sometimes. Oh, you're not home? Sorry. Look at deer. I need to look at a deer face. What's a deer face look like? Oh, they're so cute. Let's do like... Yeah, she is kind of like, ta-da! I love that. Well, and I love that deer are so symbolic of like showing the way and senses and stuff like that. So that makes sense. I don't know if that's what... Don't get too attached, as you probably already know, but... If you're used to me by now. Oh, that's an ear. Yeah, I was wondering about this. I think there's a little ear here. And then, do you need another ear? Yeah, oh, look, there's another ear. The ears are kind of hanging down. How cute. Alright. You had a kangaroo? Nice. If you want, there's a really good book called Visual Journaling that if you want to kind of practice dialoguing with your art and discerning the meaning, that's a good one to work with. And it's cheap. Because it's old. Ah, okay, because I was thinking it did look like a lamp. And so, yeah, I can see it kind of going up like that. All right. Yep, words are allowed to show up. If you go into the gallery on my site, all the paint gazing sessions, because all of the past weeks are in there. There's one in there that looked just like the word joy, but in reverse, then it looked like the word you. It was really cool. That was a really fun one. Oh, did you think of that one too? Yeah, that was a cool one. A cardinal, huh? Nice. I like the idea of an elephant. Man, I didn't put my apron on. I can't have nice pants. How do I start making the decisions and how do I know? Well, I'm trying to put words to it. If it's, I just kind of have a rule for my, like if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. And so I start with what I know for sure. And I let go of any, like, I kind of have this inner dialogue, if, if it didn't matter whether it was an elephant or a lamp, what would it be? Those kinds of things. But mostly it's just, I let go, and I only paint what I know for sure. I'm not sure if that's not exactly how I wanted to word it, but it's close. Without getting too analytical, because that's a big piece of it is in order for me to paint intuitively, I have to suspend judgment. It means that I can't analyze it while I'm painting it. I can't, if it has to make meaning, then that inhibits the creativity too. So I just allow myself to paint without any expectation whatsoever. Even if it, if I end up ruining it. And that's how it works. I just trust the process. Yeah, I paint without attachment. Yeah. No, it's okay. That's what I'm here for, is to share those insights. It's a perfect question. I just had so much running through my head at once, I had to think, like, well, let's give it a little handle here, yeah. I have a special paint clothes, a little basket. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so I paint until it feels complete, and then at the end I go through and I analyze it. So I'm just paying attention, I guess, as I'm just kind of observing. When I channel like this, it feels like I'm watching it too. And it's the same thing when I do people's readings. That's why I always feel sad sometimes when they're like, oh, you remember when you did? I'm like, oh, kind of. Because I'm not really, I'm fully present. But I just kind of more in observation mode. That's why I hesitated with the question, because I was trying to find words and I shifted into analytical teaching mode. And that's what I do, is I wait. And so when my ego pops up and it's like, oh, what does that mean? What's that supposed to be? And why is that there? And oh, maybe what if you do something that was so cool, don't draw over it, or like all those things that pop up. When those come up, I just treat it like, because it really is like my inner child, sort of like. So I just go, oh, well, we'll look at that later, okay, buddy. Like I just kind of talk to myself internally that way. Like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's put that over here so I remember to, let's make a note of that. So that's kind of what's going on in my head. Yeah, I love this one. This is it's a YouTube channel called Meditative Mind. They have some good stuff. I like them. When I do paintings like this, I like to have something that that's like Yellow. That's like not, I don't have any emotional attachment to, you know? Doesn't trigger memories or any of that kind of stuff. Neutral, yeah, exactly. Amalfia, hello. Welcome. So the reason not to get attached to it is because what if I am inspired to just take this blue paint and paint all over what I just did? If I'm attached to it and I can't let go of it, then I won't get to experience whatever that might bring me. And the whole point isn't to make a painting that I like the image at the end. The point is to allow my higher self, my inner self, to come through in art, in the image, so that I can analyze it for a message. So I'm not making a painting so that, you know, someone will buy it or it'll get hung up in the, I mean, I'm already in the freaking Smithsonian. I'm good. Like, I don't need that. But the point is to allow the images to come through so that I can receive the messages that are important. Would you cry? Aw. It's recorded. That's so the way that I started to combat that was I started taking photographs. So I'm like, oh, I can always make a print of, you know. So if you look at my early work, you'll see I have like series where there's the photographs of it. It's so funny because now, guess what I want to do? Oh, it's funny. Lenny, hi. Welcome. Don't worry. It'll be okay. A pink bird. Yeah, there's something over here, right? This, whatever this is going to come through eventually. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I'll note things and then I'll watch how they transform because, like, say there's a pink bird and then it turns into a basket or something. And then, yeah, like, that's the meaning at the end. The point is the meaning of it, not the, I mean, and if you look at these paintings, they're awfully weird sometimes. But that's one of the reasons I give them away. So then I don't feel the pressure of, the freaking rooster up here. Too lazy to use the bowl because it's inches away, so I use my finger. Weirdo. It's shifting a little bit. It's a shifty bird. Paint gazing snacks, right? I know. I miss doing, so I used to do an art support group like in person. I do one still once a week on Zoom, but I used to do one, and I would just put out a buffet of, hold on. I'd put out a buffet of art supplies, and then always snacks and coffee, and teas and. Oh, that sounds fun, Alicia. Yeah. Hey, Katie. Yeah, magic lamp. Magic lamp. Magic rooster. Puff the magic rooster. Do, 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 do. It's a weird one. I love it. Mm-hmm. It just, the rooster's kind of just this blob of slime, but it's perfect. I'm glad you can read it as a rooster, but because I was like, I'm not sure. Let's give it a little more highlight. Reggie. I feel like I should know who Reggie the rooster is. Do I? Okay. Yeah, I think Reggie's a good one. Oh, I see Pooh Bear down here. Look at that. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, is it? Are we coming up? No, it's only the 2nd. I was going to say, we're coming up on 420. Hmm. Put some pants on, Pooh Bear. I'm going to leave it just kind of, yeah, you did it too many. Sometimes I can paint really tiny and sometimes I can't. It's weird. very deep in the 100 acre. I don't know what the hell she's holding. You don't need to tell me, because I was trying to do like a little cup or something, but it's just like a horn cup. But I don't know. There. This looks like a sweet potato or something. It could be. It could be. It's a big bowl. But yeah. Like a dog. So here's the close-up. I don't know what the hell. It's like, I don't know, maybe if I put some blue in here, it'll look like there's liquid inside or something. I don't know. Is it? Okay. Well, good. I mean, hey, Jelly. So, some vapor? Yeah. Alright. Let's see if I can do purple with what I got. There. Sweet potato bowl. Becky, hey. Guess what, Becky? You won. You won last week, so you won this one. I drew your name. You did. Congratulations. Yay. Alright, so now we get to address this shrimp-like thing or something. But I also see like an eye right here, like a dragon eye. I'm not really sure. No! Oh man, hold on a second. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see how little, if I can do this. Yes, I let exactly, Rusty. Here's where all of our attachments fly out the window and the true message comes through. Mm-hmm. His ticker. It just fits so perfectly in there, isn't it weird? Yeah, he's totally dreaming about his friend. I actually kind of feel like he's visiting him in the astral realm. Oh my god, is the pink thing Piglet? Is this Piglet? What? Alright, I gotta look at a picture of Piglet because I can't remember. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, I'm looking at the shrimp or like a crab or something. I don't know. Alright, I gotta back up a little bit. Some weird shit going on here. And it's funny because like the first thing that caught my eye was this, and it looks a little bit like an hourglass and a heart, but I really love these little stalk thingies. But you know what it kind of reminds me of is, let's see. was thinking for a second it was like Sebastian the Crab. Like it's got that kind of energy. It doesn't feel like Piglet. Oh, you said that too. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. I was thinking a snail head too, right? It does look like a dress. It's got that hourglass thing, right? A snail with a mustache. It's like a little lip coming out here too. Like that's, I think, why it makes me think of Sebastian the Crab with a mustache. But then this interesting little shape here is kind of like a frog, like a frog's. Oh. Yeah, like this has got like a lip. It also looks like a chalice. Oh. Oh. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, yeah. Yep. Uh-huh. Bring. Yep. Those are my favorite. Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of feel like Tigger's looking at it. What are those things? I'm gonna call them yup things from now on. Oh my god, that's what I need. Alright. What are you doing, Lulu? My dog is being so weird right now. Oh my god. That makes me very happy. I like them. Opera shrimp. Love it. Yes. You know, and I gotta say, before I started today, because the last couple of weeks have they've been so goofy, and I'm like, okay, this one's gonna be a serious one with like crystals and like, I don't know, like something serious. I don't know what, but it is. Yeah. All right. Now I need a shrimp reference photo. The shrimp are back. That's cool. The shrimp are back at Red Lobster or whatever. I want to see a living shrimp, please. Thank you. Oh my god, they're so cute. It did. And that's, yeah, and so that's what I don't paint what I want, I paint what I need. He's tickling her armpit. I didn't even catch that. That's great. They have 12 freaking legs? How many legs these things have? Oh, it does look like a sleeping hat. You're right. So silly. They are in color. So like what did I just do? Oh my god, that's funny because the timid piglet is like the screaming shrimp, and then the kind of depressed Eeyore is like this grinning, soaring bat. I love that. Hey, Arlene. How are you? You're worried about the shrimp? They're singing. Which is funny because I've had someone check on me one time when I was singing in my room. Are you okay? Yeah, why? Oh, I thought you were crying. And I was singing. Dreams let everyone out of their box. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So is this rabbit? Uptight rabbit really wants to be a partying deer. Yeah. Let's see. Do you love Pooh? Oh, you must have brought the Winnie the Pooh energy, huh? Oh, that's Christopher Robin. Okay. I'm just reading. Thanks. Rip wants to be center of attention, and everyone else in the painting is calm and happy. Yeah. It's interesting too how like the characters that we recognize from, in their form that we recognize are quite faded, where the other ones are more heavily detailed. All right, I'm just checking in to see if there's anything else. This white spot down here is kind of interesting. Okay. I'm just reading. Yeah, it's the woods. Java. He wears a yellow shirt and blue shorts? Really? Oh my gosh. What? That's awesome. Okay. You know what's interesting too, because the when I first put the paint down, and I'll have to go back and watch the replay, but the colors of the trans flag was like the first few colors down. And I really feel like a lot of this is related to, you know, allowing your true self to show. And if that's Christopher Robin, like that kind of fits with that feeling. It's interesting. I want to look up the symbolism of a rooster too, because I feel like there's something in there that I need to, sometimes I'll look things up. I have kind of like a database in my head just from doing this for so long, but I love this site. I use a lot of different sites. I mean, obviously just, you know, look things up, but there's a site that I absolutely love, and it's called whatsyoursign.com. And the person that compiles, the reason I love it is because the information there is so comprehensive. So the person that compiles it is drawing from all different resources and cultures, and it's just so comprehensive. I love it. So I highly recommend it. So looking up the rooster. Rooster symbols meanings are all about fanning out with brilliance and showing the world your shimmering facets of personality. Look at that. Ah. Oh, that's, yeah. And I feel like, so if you're just tuning in or you're not familiar with me and you're like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm an intuitive artist. So what I do is I use my painting ability, and I tune into the collective energy, or when I do a private reading, I tune into a person's energy, and I'm translating the energy. So this is a translation. This is a visual representation of the energy, the trajectory going into next week. So now this is what, if we had a visual representation of the collective energy going into next week, this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to go through and analyze it and kind of break down some of the messages. And I'll pull some cards around it and stuff like that too. So yeah, thanks Alicia. There's links in my bio for all that good stuff. So the rooster really was drawing to me. That was one of the first images I saw too, but the reason that I want to focus on that first before we get into anything else is because that's what seems to be coming out of the, you know, make a wish kind of thing. What could we wish for? And so the intention behind the painting is, what do we need to know about the week ahead? And I feel like the message is like, celebrate and let your wishes come true, your dreams come true, dreams, you know, that kind of thing. And so if the rooster is the representation of what's coming out of the thing, it's symbolizing fanning out with brilliance and showing the world your shimmering facets of personality. Often it's a solar symbol, so illumination, the sun. So I think about like the sun card in tarot, and just how, you know, it's a positive meaning. Let's see. Oh, listen. So there's a quote on this site from Rumi, and it says, "There's a morning when presence comes over your soul. You sing like a rooster in your earth-colored shape. Your heart hears, and no longer frantic, begins to dance." Oh, that's so perfect. Oh my gosh. That is so perfect. I'm going to read that again. There's a morning when presence comes over your soul. You sing like a rooster in your earth-colored shape. Your heart hears, and, no longer frantic, begins to dance. I just love the idea of like, that's so weird because I was just looking, I was obsessed yesterday with the word frenetic. I don't know why. I was like, frenetic, that's frenetic. And I just, and that was the energy. It was like, things are kind of chaotic. And that's what, when we put the paint down, right? We were like, oh my God, it's so frantic and chaotic. And that's, so this Rumi quote, there's a morning when presence comes over your soul. And you sing like a rooster. And your heart hears. Look at this green back here. Your heart hears and begins to dance. Yeah. Your earth-colored shape. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Yeah, that shrimp is totally... They're all that's what we were feeling, right? It was like this dance, this celebration. Yeah. So the shrimp last time... so let's compare it since I still have the ones from the last 2 weeks. I want to look at those real quick. So this is last week. And I feel like there's a connection here between poo. But so last week we were asking, like, what's the secret ingredient to, this feeling of like, I feel like there's a dawning too. But here, the bat was in the distance. And here the bat showed up. So that's an interesting connection there too. We still have this kind of fun inner child, connection there. I love that they're wearing this yellow, that they're wearing that solar plexus, that personal power. That's who I am. I'm going to wear my, wear that. And then this was 2 weeks prior where we had the shrimp. And this one was about opening up this bottle, this heart. And here's that green. So what happened? It opened up and all this comes out. This one was about allowing, enjoying what you enjoy. If you like fly pizza, eat your fly pizza. And let other people enjoy their fly pizza and the games that they like to play and things like that. So that's what shrimps just want to have fun was the phrase that came to me with this one. And damn, it's really showing up. Look at the freaking, it's cracking me up. It's so weird. But hand on its heart, like, this is me. This is me. Here I am. All right, so let me break it down a little bit more. And we're going to look at the left side and the right side. So, and this is one way that you can interpret your own artwork. It's not set in stone or whatever, but I like to look at the left side as the internal processes, like emotions and thoughts and things like that, spiritual, intuitive, non-linear, that kind of thing. And then the right side as more external, how you show up, how you relate to others, that kind of thing. So if we start on the right side, Tigger is the extrovert, right? And so Tigger's over here, like taking up a huge amount of space, but also kind of in the distance. So there's a desire probably for socialization. Like, I think Alicia, were you saying like, oh, I'd love to, have these parties that I used to have, just kind of get together and do the things. Also, like letting your voice be heard, that Rooster showing up, not just, there's a difference. Sometimes, like if this were on this side, I'd say showing up and doing the work internally. But here's very much like, yep, like verbal and it, wonder, like the eyes remind me of like that wonder, like, whoa, look at that. Wow. That kind of feeling. The blue duck. Let's see the blue duck. Oh, over there. Yeah. Blue duck's got a hat on very much like Pooh Bear. See the little hat? Kind of the little sleep hat that showed up. Yeah. So all this stuff externally. So, dreaming, doing that dreaming and relaxing and visualizing. So it's a good time for that. Making your wishes. Internally, I love this is like celebratory. So the deer, I love that it's a deer, because if you think about deer, they have really heightened senses. You can follow a deer and it'll lead you to where the green is, if you pay attention. So I feel like there's the message in here to pay attention to your fun-loving side. If you feel drawn to connect with other people, but there's also this too is like that fun-loving, like, I feel like this little bat's like, yay! So even in when you're doing your shadow work and you're, dealing with some stuff, even in your Eeyore moments, there's a part of you, there's some aspect of self that wants to kind of soar through that and just embrace it too. There's so much love in this one. There are all these he's just a shadow, yeah. There's there a little blue chick over here too? There's a seahorse right there. Seahorse is that persistent dreaming, I feel like. So above this line, if we divide it top and bottom, above this line would be what we're already aware of. So this is what we're aware of right now. We're aware of the potential to still smile through our difficult times internally, to kind of we've got this little Tigger energy on the horizon and that goofy, like like we're starting to become aware of some things about maybe there's a desire to show up more and be more to show up more to life and to share ourselves a little bit more, to make that wish for that. And then, but what's under the surface, what we're not aware of yet, is this big song to come out, this big pink, it feels like compassion too, but all these, I gotta look up the shrimp on here because I can't remember if I look that up. Let's see, because it's so central now. Did someone say something about a flamingo earlier? Because I just looked up shrimp and it came up flamingo. So I'm gonna honor that. Fun flamingo, emotion, creativity, communication. Never underestimate flamingo people. So sometimes with the flamingo, they may show, have a whole different world going on beneath the external demeanor. And I think that's pretty accurate too. I think that's an accurate thing. Yeah, sometimes they could be the life of the party, but really be craving privacy. So flamingos, could be bright and beautiful and they're holding themselves up on these little tiny things. So that's something to think about. New environments. But the shrimp is the food of flamingos. They like to eat those shrimp. So I would say pay attention to being consumed. That part of yourself that wants to kind of perform or whatever. Just be aware that sometimes that can lead to like being consumed by it. That's the external. Internally is kind of this. I think someone said that she's the one holding the wishing lamp, the magic lamp. She's the one with the magic in here. I like that she's got those blue eyes too. Yeah. Shrimp are why flamingo are pink? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, so there's there's something, and then I'll have to sit with that a little bit more, I think. But that would be, I think, a good question is, so when I do these for individuals, what I usually say is like every character in here is some aspect of self, right? So this part, so a good journaling prompt or something to reflect on is what aspect of self does this shrimp represent? And what does it need? And then you could also sit with this and say like, okay, so if this started to move, if it was animated, what would happen next? And then but right here on the bottom, I wanted to mention these too when I was doing this. So as you see with this one, how there's the white on the edges, that represents the non-physical realm. You'll see this one, and last week too, there's like no separation. The illusion of separation between the physical and non-physical realm is not there. So there's a lot of communication with the non-physical realm, and that's what I feel like these little shadow people or whatever, but there's so much love coming through. Yeah, that's so cool. Eating better, minding my health. That's great. I'll watch it. And so it's interesting too, and getting rest, having the balance. It's so interesting. If you think about the Winnie the Pooh crew, like all the different personalities are represented, right? And I feel like that's what this is too, is like having all the different aspects of self represented together. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards around it. Let me get my oracle cards. Hold on a second. What I love too is, as I push this back and I'm noticing that this is really standing out, and it kind of reminds me of a boat. So I feel like we're moving forward, Oh, did you join for the drawing? Nice. Yeah, so this one, so just as a reminder, I'm giving away this original next week. You'll be able to get prints of it too, and all the prints in the gallery. So like if you like these prints or any of the ones from previous weeks, those are all 22% off. I barely put a line there to make them right. All right, so let's see. You don't have to get the calendar. No, the calendar is just a free gift. In order to be included in the drawing, you want to become a member. So it's like a minimum of $1 a month membership. You decide how much. And so it should say like, oh, you've become a member, that kind of thing. So there should be a link that says enter the giveaway, and that'll take you to the membership thing. Okay. So let's do this. Oh my gosh. I actually just said these exact words, the many aspects of self. Look at this. Allow the many aspects of self to be as one. What? They are not positive or negative. They just are. Respect them equally and love them unconditionally. Look at that. And look at the blending of those greens. That's so... oh, God, I love that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Enchanted change maker. Express your bold, beautiful, magical, creative spirit. That's the rooster there showing up, right? Conduct a symphony of synchronicities and rejoice in your song. Rejoice in your song. Oh. Allow your heart to dance upon the winds of change. Yep. That's so crazy. I love it. All right. Let's see what we get from the mandala cards. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Find your fairy tale. That's the dreaming aspect of this whole thing, that visualization. Look upon your life as a magical adventure. Pay particular attention to music and let it guide your emotional path. Yep. Your song. Sing your song. So that's the message for going into this next week. Allow all the many aspects of self to be as one. Love yourself and all parts of yourself unconditionally. Show up. Let your brilliance shine through. Express yourself. And conduct a symphony of synchronicity. So if you allow yourself to kind of get in that flow, and notice there's like this blue, that indigo your intuition and how it kind of just flows through. If you get in that stream of intuition and let things flow, that's, yeah. And then you just kind of look at it like it's an adventure. And if you feel like you're getting out of whack with it, use music. Use music to get yourself back to center, back into the flow of things. And watch what, watch what you consume, whether it's food or information or whatever, but watch what consumes you, Are you giving yourself, as you show up, are you giving yourself away? That kind of thing. Well, thank you. If you bought a print, could you put the message from the cards you pulled for it with it? I could send you the scripts. If you're on Ko-fi, I'll put a photo of the 3 cards that I pulled. So usually what I do is I send that out to my email list with the image and then the cards that I pull. It'll go out in my weekly newsletter. I'm trying to think of how I could do that. If I can figure out a way to do it, I tell you what, if you do a print and then leave me a message, then I'll remember to do it. Because I don't ship the prints, but I can send you an email with the cards, pictures. How's that? Just send me a message though, because I won't remember once I turn the live off. I'll be like, I don't know, somebody asked me to do something and I won't know what it is. So I'll have this one up in the gallery probably tomorrow or Monday. If you're on my email list, you'll get an email with a photo and a link to it and a recap of the reading and links to the YouTube videos and all that good stuff. These are available now, and they're available at 20% off for the rest of the day, but only today. So on Saturdays is when I do the readings, and on Saturdays you can get 50% off if you're a Ko-fi member of anything in the Ko-fi shop. So that's all originals. A one-on-one reading is half off on Saturdays. But on my website, so that Ko-fi and my website are 2 different places. So if you go to my website, all the prints are 22% off, and that's for everybody. You don't have to be a member for that. Yeah. So any questions? Any specific questions you're welcome to ask. If you have thoughts going into this next week, I can point to the cards and the painting. Did you just sign up? Thank you. Thanks so much. Yay. And congratulations again, Becky. I'm so excited that you finally won. So you get this one, the Octolady. And the cute little, I love painting books. I'm always happy when they show up. So what do you think, what was your, if you had to pick one thing this past week, what do you think the secret ingredient was? What was the sweetness of your week? And this to everybody. What was the best thing about your last week? Do you resonate with her? Yeah. She's working hard but enjoying herself. Kindness, wonderful. Honeycomb, honeycomb. What was I just looking at? Why does that seems like I just watched a video on, I think I was watching I watch a lot of videos on homesteading and stuff, and I think I was watching somebody collecting honey. That's what it is. That's cool. Family, oh, I love it. Warm weather. We had a day of beautiful weather too, and then it snowed. We had a beautiful day, and then it snowed on either days, and it snowed today too. It's just weird. But yeah, I love when there's those beautiful days. I'll take them. Oh, grandbaby. How's he doing? Uh-oh. Lulu senses that it's coming to a close. Wow, 70. I'm trying to imagine what 70 is. I just took my... So that's what I feel like this is about, is just kind of taking some time to just envision things and not try to create anything, but just kind of let it, just like a dream, you know, let it become whatever it wants to become. Let Piglet become the shrimp, and the Christopher Robin wear a thing and drink whatever he wants to drink. Oh my God, it's been 5 months. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. So yeah, go check out the links in the bio. If anybody has questions on anything, you're welcome to send me messages or emails or whatever, and I'll get back to you. I'll probably be back later this evening to work. I've got a soul portrait to work on, and then the other one to finish, so I'll be working. I'll be working, so I'll be on. I don't know how you set notifications for my lives, but I think there's some button you can tap or something, but I'd love to connect with you guys. So if you follow, if you send me a message, I'll try to follow you back, or leave me a comment. Usually the way that I'll follow people back is if I see comments. I try to follow everybody who comments on my things. If it looks like you have, you know, are open to followers, if that makes sense. I've noticed that, yeah, I think nobody's notifications are really working. I don't know. Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day and a great week. I hope it's full of fun, and sing your song and magical adventures. Enjoy your magical adventure. Take care. Bye-bye.